Alright guys, this one's going to be hopefully mostly short, mostly easy, mainly definitions, but we are going to look at circles. So today you will define and understand the different parts of a circle. Yes, there is more than just the circle, the center, the radius, and the diameter. So let's look at this first. Let me give you the first few definitions. So what is a circle? The circle is a set of points equal distance from the center. So if I say here is the center and I put a P, then I know this is circle P. Okay. Now, if I take that center and draw a line so that there's endpoints at the center and at any part of the circle, that would be considered a radius. A radius is a segment with endpoints at the center and on the circle. Now, what is a chord? A chord is if I take 2 points on the circle, doesn't have to go through the center, like so, and the endpoints have to be on the circle. Now, a diameter is a special chord that goes through the center, like so. Maybe not quite so badly drawn, but you get the idea. Goes through the center, but it is a chord because the endpoints again touch the edge of the circle. So you got these definitions. Let's look at the next set. So here are the next ones, and again guys, don't forget you can pause me anytime you need to get these definitions. But a secant is a line that intersects the circle in exactly 2 places. Okay, so notice this says it's a line. Okay, so it won't stop. It goes through forever, but it will intersect it in 2 spots. Let's say here Y and X, and you get that idea. Now, when a line only touches it in one location, like say like this, and I'm not drawing it very well, but let's say this point Q, we'll put P here, we'll put R here, but that point, like if the line only intersects the circle in one point, that is called a tangent line. Now, you take that same idea, and the point of tangency is this one right here, that point at which it intersects. Okay, so keep in mind there is a difference between a tangent and a point of tangency, so make sure you understand those two. Again, this idea, we're trying to introduce all these different ideas, so that way you should hopefully be able to better understand these later on. And again, make sure to pause if you need to write these down before I move on. Okay, our next ones are an central angle, an angle with a vertex at the center and 2 sides that are radii. So like if I said here is again circle P, and we put point A and point B, here I have a central angle. The vertex is at P, and you have these 2 radii who make up the sides. Okay, an inscribed angle. What's the difference between an inscribed angle and a central angle? An inscribed angle has the vertex on the circle, and you have 2 chords that make it up. So let's say here's C, A, and B, and now my vertex is here at C, and we've got this central angle ACB, and this is an inscribed angle, not a central angle, sorry. An inscribed angle. And then finally, and I'm not going over a minor arc, I'll go over that in the next slide, but we have a regular arc, or an arc. An arc is a portion of the edge defined by 2 points on the circle that are the endpoints. So like let's say if I put here A and B, this right here would be the arc. Okay? Now, it is denoted or defined with a little symbol like that, and you'll see that when I go over a minor arc and a major arc and even a semicircle. So the next one is a minor arc, a major arc, and a semicircle. A minor arc is an arc with a measure less than 180. You will use 2 letters to name it. A major arc is an arc with a measure greater than 180 degrees. You'll use 3 letters to name it. And a semicircle is an arc with endpoints on the diameter, which means this one is always equal to 180 degrees. So just kind of keep that in mind. So let's look at some examples. So like if I give you 3 points, let's say here A, B, and C, and I do, oh, that was horribly drawn. Let's try that again. Do something like this. You have arc AB. Okay, notice how I drew the little arc symbol, little curve over the 2 letters, but that's the arc, and it's less than 180 degrees. Now, if I go here, A, B, and C, and I say arc A, B, C like that, okay, I am saying I'm going this way through those 3. Now, if I decided, and I'll back this up a bit, doop, 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 doop. If I said, let's say ACB, then that means it goes this way around. So you need to make sure you're paying attention to which way they're telling you to go, because that tells you which 3 points in what order to go through, because that could change the degree measure that you're getting. Okay, so make sure you be paying attention to something like that. Now, if I said, okay, here's circle P again. Wait, where's my little dot? There's my dot. And I said P, not B. P, P, P. Go back. P. Okay. And I said, here's J, K, L. Okay, so this is the diameter. And let's say here's J, here's K, here's L. The arc, the semicircle arc, would be J, K, L, like that. Okay? So again, and that should equal 180 degrees. Now, just as a reminder, I might need to change this color here. Area is equal to pi r squared. Again, r is the radius. Circumference, there's actually 2 formulas. 2 pi r, or pi times the diameter. Okay, so r is the radius, d is the diameter. I'm not going to have space to write that, so I'll just leave it like that. Arc length. Now, how do I do arc length? We'll use L is equal to x over 360 times the circumference. So I'll put here C for circumference. So that would go back to this. Okay? So in other words, it's x over 360 times 2 pi r, or pi times diameter, whichever one you want to use, depending on this. X would be the degree of the arc. And we'll look at that later, but not today. All right. So you should see in your drawing something like this, or in your packet, your PDF file, something like this, and you're supposed to be naming the different parts of a circle. So these are all the different parts. You're just going to use those names, and you're just trying to describe them. So like if you look here, LQ, LQ is just a line, or a line segment, that touches, that one point touches right here. So this one would be tangent. Okay, WY. Notice these are lines too. So which one of these are lines? You want to make sure you know which ones are lines and which ones aren't. So like maybe here, I'll make note. Like a radius is a line segment. A chord, secant, tangent, those are all lines. And then they might have, like, if you see like an X here, that's just a point. So what is that? Like here, if you look, that's a center. Here, that's talking about an angle. Here, that's talking about an arc. So keep in mind, like when you get these like different arcs or different lines, like you might want to make sure you know which one is like inscribed angles or central angles. So like here, these right here would be angles. So when we have these like type of problems, you're going to either say central angle or inscribed angle. Here you've got arcs. Let's see here if I can change the color here. Nope. Oh, this way. Let's go here. Okay. Here we know these are arcs, so when you see something like this, you know it's going to either be minor arc, major arc, or semicircle. And we've got these points of tangency or center as being points. So when you see those, that should kind of almost makes the multiple choice a little bit less. Now, obviously, oops, I guess I should have said here diameter is also a line. This one would be the only ones with the most set of number or choices because you're trying to make sure you have those lines. But otherwise, that should be it. I think you should be able to answer these questions. So, I think all my classes, y'all can answer all 20 questions. It's just a multiple choice. So basically, answer wrong color there. You know, you're doing your assignment today is problems 1 through 20. You should just be you're just basically choosing like what they are, and that's it. So, and that'll do it. So guys, y'all take care. If y'all be safe. If y'all do have questions, feel free to contact me. Call me, or well, not call me obviously, but contact me, email me, remind me, whatever, and I would greatly appreciate it. Y'all take care, be safe. Thank you so much.